Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Big Business. On this channel, I shall be sharing with you the content and make you understand in very easy ways with a lot of practical examples the content, the syllabus of class 12 business studies. I hope this will enhance your knowledge as well as understanding, remembering and analytical and high order thinking capacity to score 100%. You heard it right children, 100%. Now, in science, then what? First, we should know that what do we study in science? What do we study in science? We study in science that what will be the cause, what will be the laws which you study in science. So it is a systematized body of knowledge by providing you the deep knowledge of that, and it has a universal validity, isn't it? If water is being formed, if you want to form water, then whether you mix two elements of hydrogen and one element of oxygen here in India or in somewhere else, any part of the world, it has to be that only. So universal validity is there. Replication is possible. What do you do in replication? So what does it mean? That management is not exact as the principles of pure science. It can be called as an inexact science. मतलब मैनेजमेंट को आप ऐसा नहीं कह सकते कि इसके साथ आप ऐसा करोगे तो यही आउटकम होगा. Because see, when we talk about management, again we try to correlate with science. Is साइंस किस पे बेस्ड है? सारे प्रिंसिपल्स दिए हैं, लॉज दिए हैं, सब कुछ आप डिराइव करते हो एक लॉजिकल और साइंटिफिक ऑब्जर्वेशन पे कि ये फॉर्मूला है, ये लगाओगे तो ये आउटकम आएगा, या ये ऐसे मिक्स करोगे तो दिस विल बी द आउटकम, or there is a certain proportion of everything, this to be mixed into this will form this. So these are some um, your practical examples through which you learned. Children, you also must have learnt in science, the basic science everyone knows that it is based on systematized body of knowledge, scientific principles, kaise bane hai, it is all basis or the base is all logical and scientific observation. It has a universal applicability. Whatever laws you are studying here, whatever formulas for maths you are studying here, they are the same all over the world. So when we try to correlate management with science, so what do we say? It is not pure science. Because here when we talk about management, we are dealing with work, we are dealing with people, we are dealing with operations. तो कैसे आउटकम रिजल्ट मैनेजमेंट का मेन फोकस क्या होता है? टू ब्रिंग आउट एफिशिएंसी, गेटिंग द थिंग्स डन. So getting the things done, when you are dealing with people, then you are dealing with human emotions also. So you cannot say कि इस आदमी को 10 घंटे लगा दो तो इतना आउटकम निकल आएगा. It has to be in a combination. It has to be according to the situation we have to deal with. So definitely management is also having some principles which are there in science, like you have to be logical. Those principles are also based on experimentation and observation. फ्योल के प्रिंसिपल और हेनरी के आप हेनरी फ्योल के पढ़ेंगे आप प्रिंसिपल्स, और टेलर के पढ़ेंगे, देन यू नीड टू नो that for general administration all the principles of fuel are applied. There has to be there, but it depends upon the size of the organization where it has to apply what. So if we talk about management, so have you understood कि management पूरी तरह pure science नहीं है. It is an inexact science because prominence of human factor in the management makes it a social science, because we have to deal with people, we have to deal with human emotions, and accordingly the management has to act. So it is an inexact science. So when this is the topic we have discussed, management as science. Now we come to whether management as an art. See, basic theoretical knowledge about arts everybody learns during our school days, isn't it? If you talk about art, what areas of art do we refer to? Performing arts, isn't it? Drawing, caricatures, making drawings. So what is that? In a heterogeneous class, teacher teaches how to draw a flower, isn't it? You just take this small task activity. Take your have in your class a group of 5 or 10 children are there. Just tell them to pen down to draw one beautiful flower in your pocket. You see, everyone will make a different flower. So, what is this? The theoretical knowledge has been given about that art is common to everyone. But when it comes to application, it has a different outcome. So, this is how you prove that it is based on practice and creativity. Someone will make a very beautiful flower of lotus with lot of shades and everything because that person has that capability of creativity. That is all depending upon the aptitude of that person. So when we talk about management as an art, again when we correlate this point with the management of work, people and operations, everybody has got the basic knowledge. But when we talk about management, when we talk about managers, see, everything whatever you are studying in business studies is all relation to manager and organization, employees and organization, isn't it? So everyone has given the basic knowledge, but when it comes to application, one person uh, is drastically good, or you can say has more capability, is more efficient. You remember one example which we were discussing, who is more efficient and who is more effective. So that is all how you are applying your theoretical knowledge into practicality. So this is what management as an art. Systematic body of knowledge is there. It depends upon what application you are performing, how you are doing it. That is how doing it differently. What is this different? It is all your aspect, your application, your mindset, your aptitude of taking the things and doing your things in a better way. So, this small task you can do with your friends. Tell everyone to make a flower, and you see different flowers everyone will make. It will have a different and there it proves that everyone has basic knowledge, but when it comes to application, it has altogether a different meaning to them, how they are applying. When we talk about management as a profession, again it is a well defined body of knowledge. Restricted entry is there. What does this mean? If you want to enter into one particular profession, then that particular professional qualification you need to require. If you are a doctor, then definitely Indian Medical Association has to give you a one registration number, isn't it? So you have to clear MBBS, you should have an MBBS degree. So what is this? Once you are entering into profession, there is a well defined body of knowledge, and in that particular profession it is restricted. Only when you have done MBBS you can be called as a doctor. So this is one example. In class 11th also, when we were studying about business, employment and profession, a lot of discussion we have done under profession, that it is a systematic body of knowledge, well defined body of knowledge. If you want to become a CA, then all the levels you have to clear, then only you can become a CA. If you want to be a legal advisor, this very easily you can associate with all the professions which you can see in the economy. And through these professions, every profession has certain code of conduct which everyone has to follow, and there is a presence of all professional association. Like for medical, I was just telling you that Indian Medical Association is the um, premier institution which gives the authenticity for that particular profession. So this is how, when we talk about management as a profession, management as an art, or management as a science, what once again a quick recap, that management is both science and art, though it is not perfect art as music or painting. Similarly, it is not a perfect science as physical or chemical science. Art is bringing about of desired result through application of skill. This is how I was giving you an example of managers, that everyone has a theoretical knowledge, they are being trained, but when it comes to application, when it comes to practical implementation, then things are different. Everyone has a different aptitude, and so that is why its application is